Right then, United have open talks over a deal for Raheem Sterling. What? Supposedly there's going to be a swap for Jadon Sancho, and the swap will only be on our terms. Dan Ashworth has started dialogue with Chelsea on, well, today actually, over a package that could see Raheem Sterling moving to Manchester United. Now, I covered this on Transfer Review on Saturday, bthinking it was a bit of a blag, to be honest with you. This is like Neymar in the sun. Bollocks. Not bollocks, supposedly. Now, United are in the driving seat here, and that's sort of been, I feel like it's been leaked, that it's on United, very much on United's terms in how this one's going to play out. Just to add to the whole absolute shambles of what's going on at Chelsea, genuinely, what is going on at Chelsea? How are they able to be doing what they're doing? They're signing Ivan Toney supposedly as well. They're just signing. Do they think that they have to? It's the transfer window. They have to sign a new player every day, because that's what it feels like they're trying to do. Now, Sanchez, Sterling has been frozen out of the first team squad. United seem like we want to make the situation at Stamford Bridge work to our advantage, which means no outlay to land a player. He's the third highest scoring Premier League player amongst those still playing in the competition. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm even sitting here looking at this thing. Chelsea have been expected to pay some part of Sterling's ridiculous £300,000 a week wage to his next club, as they've been looking at trying to offload him off the books. Sancho is wanted by Chelsea because they clearly don't have enough players. They need a bit of depth, allegedly. And there's supposedly another as yet undisclosed club that is in the mix for Sterling. But it seems like United are very much in the mix for Sterling. Telegraph Sport reported last week that he's been sent to train with the under-21s, and that might be a permanent situation for him if he's unable to find a move before Friday. Now, he was left out of the squad. I mean, he sounds like he's been completely left out of the squad, let alone just the matchday squad. But he's left out of the squad on the opening weekend, stripped of his Chelsea number. I think the Chelsea have made it pretty damn clear they're not interested in keeping him around or keeping him happy. Some Premier League clubs have supposedly approached through intermediaries about the possibility of a deal, probably on loan, with Chelsea paying a significant part of his wages, I would presume. It's pretty normal, that, I would think. But it's understood that they want a permanent deal rather than a loan. And actually, that's what Sterling wants as well. Now, Chelsea have been long-term admirers of Jadon Sancho, and he's also been left out of squads at the start of the season under Ten Hag, who he fell out with famously. And despite words to the contrary, there's clearly been no resolution between the two of them. Where do you even begin with this? Would I take Sterling at United? No. Short answer. Long answer? No. When you're looking at what people can bring to the Manchester United squad, what does Raheem Sterling bring? Okay, he brings a little bit of that sort of in-between the lines dribbling, similar to Sancho in a certain way, probably a little bit more aggressive than Sancho with the way that he does it. But he doesn't bring finishing. He doesn't bring assists. He doesn't really bring link-up play. He takes too many touches. He holds onto the ball too long. Like, the word is, he's a United fan. That's the only redeeming thing that I can think of at the moment. He needs too many chances to score. He's wasteful with his finishing. He's just not a player that I ever envisage being a United player. I don't see why you would bring him in, unless it's for sheer depth, which admittedly Ineos, probably looking at how last season played out, have gone, I tell you what, depth ain't the worst thing ever. Now, as I said on a video today, I don't know if Sterling's... I don't know how to put this. How do we put it before? Someone said Anthony's best isn't any better than Sterling's worst. It is, factually, right? The pair of them are both wasteful. And ideally, I'd rather have none of them at United. Yeah, in the next 36, 48 hours, there might be both of them at United. I don't understand what you would gain here. Yes, you've got rid of Sancho, and okay, Sterling might have a bit of something to prove. And do you know what? Yeah, he's had a fantastic career. Let's look at his career. 4 Premier League titles, 123 Premier League goals, 63 assists in 379 games. It's a sensational record. But doesn't necessarily mean that he's a good player to bring in for Manchester United right now. A lot of those stats came through very productive seasons at Manchester City, where they chose not to keep him after those productive seasons because there was like, he's missing too many chances, let's get somebody else in. Like, if the team that you're scoring loads and loads of goals for doesn't manage to want to keep hold of you, why on earth would anybody else? I thought it was mad that Chelsea paid money for him, the level of money that they paid for him. It hasn't worked for him at Chelsea. It will not work for him at United. But I actually really do see Manchester United trying to make this happen. I almost feel like the getting rid of Sancho means more to United than getting the right deal for Manchester United in terms of, you know, money coming back or or players that you could potentially bring in. Now, I think Chelsea have got a whole suite of players. Cole Palmer aside, right? Because then they've just put the fucker on a 10-year contract. You can't ring up and ask him, what's he doing? Does he fancy moving back up north? You're going to get laughed at by even suggesting it. You've got to go and find one of the players that have been left out. Now, I don't have the entire list to hand. Someone's probably got it. Someone's probably got the list of all the players that have been ostracised by Chelsea. The entire B squad of Chelsea, because that's what it is. They've got 40-something players. Maresca's out here telling people he's only working with 21. Therefore, you don't need to be a genius to work out that there's in excess of 20 players not training with Chelsea's first team and probably sellable if someone came in for them. There has to be someone, and not Chilwell either, by the way. There has to be someone that would come into Manchester United and improve our lot right now. Right now. I'd probably even set Nicholas Jackson ahead of him. I probably would. Because he's not going to think he's going to be starting over Højlund once Højlund's fit. And he's different enough to what we've already got to be able to be like, yeah, do you know what? That's not bad. That's a better, especially if they bring in Osimhen. I don't know where they're at. The Tony Osimhen, whoever they're looking at this week or tomorrow. That could all change. You're going to get a player out of Chelsea. Sterling's not the one, though. Sterling is not the one. For Manchester United, we do not create enough chances to justify having someone as wasteful as Raheem Sterling in the team. If you think you got frustrated with Anthony coming inside on his left foot and fucking one off over the bar, you can't tell me with good faith that you wouldn't be doing the same with Raheem Sterling. But I feel this could happen. Jesus. Please let me know your thoughts, because I am interested to see if I'm alone in this. Are Manchester United fans actually thinking Raheem Sterling's a good option for United? And do you know what? If we sign him, I fucking hope he is. I'm not going to be sitting there thinking, I hope he's shit, so I'm right. I hope he fucking smashes it in, right? And I hope he starts his account by banging the winner in against Liverpool on Sunday. But he won't, will he? Although that would be some poetic justice. Never scored against United, plays for United, scores against Liverpool, up the fucking Reds. A boy can dream. It won't happen. It's got more chance of hitting me in the Stretford end. Peace out.